Gene Hackman may have spent his final days beside his dead wife and not understood she was gone. That's the detail fans still can't stop thinking about. He was one of Hollywood's greatest actors. 2 Oscars, a legendary career. Then silence. Gene Hackman walked away from fame and disappeared into a quiet life in Santa Fe with his wife Betsy Arakawa. No red carpets, no interviews, no public drama. But behind the privacy, something was slowly falling apart. And when police entered their home in February, they found a scene nobody was ready for. Gene was found on the floor of a mudroom. Betsy was found in a bathroom. A space heater was near her body, and one of their dogs was dead inside a crate. 2 other dogs were still alive. At first, people wondered the obvious question. Was it carbon monoxide? Something inside the house? But then investigators ruled that out. And this is where the story breaks apart. Betsy didn't die from an accident inside the home. Officials said she died from hantavirus pulmonary syndrome, a rare disease linked to rodent exposure. But listen carefully to this part. Before she died, Betsy reportedly contacted a medical service. She said she felt congested, an appointment was scheduled, but she never showed up. Then she stopped answering. That single missed appointment became one of the darkest points in the timeline. Because Gene was still alive, and investigators believe he may have lived for days after Betsy died. Days. Inside the same house. With advanced Alzheimer's, possibly unaware that the woman he loved was already gone. And then everything changed. Gene's pacemaker gave investigators one of the final clues. It showed heart activity days after Betsy's suspected death. His last recorded heart activity was around February 18. But their bodies weren't found until February 26. That means the house may have been silent for more than a week. No rescue, no alarm, no one close enough to know something was wrong. And that's the part fans still wrestle with. How does a man this famous, this beloved, this fragile vanish in plain sight? How was Betsy sick enough to seek help, but gone before anyone reached her? Why was one dog trapped while the other survived? And if Gene's mind was already slipping, what did he experience in those final days? Did he call out for her? Did he think she was sleeping? Did he understand anything at all? Or did the final chapter of Gene Hackman's life happen in complete silence? The official explanation is not a Hollywood conspiracy. It may be something even more disturbing. Isolation, illness, a house too quiet, a couple the world admired, living their final days beyond the reach of everyone. Gene Hackman spent his life becoming unforgettable. But his final mystery is not about fame. It's about what happens when the lights go out and nobody notices. And maybe the most haunting question isn't how he died. It's whether in those final days he knew he was alone. Follow for part 2, because what investigators found around the home makes the story even darker.